This is the BWM Animal 29 Deep V Sports Family Rib, designed for high-speed offshore use and anybody for extended passages in inclement weather will appreciate the pedigree Deep V 24-degree dead rise hull that comes from a very good background and has been a very successful race boat hull and record-breaking hull. The interior of the craft is obviously laid out in such a way that it's designed as a leisure boat rather than any sort of commercial connotations. It's got a very nicely upholstered driver's leaning post cum seat arrangement and a 3-person rear bench seat set nice and low in the boat so that the centre of gravity is kept down. There's a bow seat, or what as we like to laughingly call it, the suicide seat, forward of the console. The console is very streamlined and very low profile, and the whole of the craft is designed to look stylish. This is the sort of boat that would be appreciated by people out in the Med because she's very sleek, and she doesn't try and make any attempt to be anything other than a streamlined fast sports boat. With twin 150s on the back, this particular craft that we tested was fitted with the latest Honda VTEC 150 V6 outboards. Top speed up in the 50s, 60 miles an hour possible on a nice sea. But really, this craft comes into its own when the sea turns inclement. It's extraordinarily good in rough water. I had the privilege many years ago to race one of these hulls, and we won the British Championship more than once. And normally not because we were the fastest boat, but simply because the hull took the rough weather so well. It's a dry ride and is very strongly made. So this is a craft that will look after you. And what BWM have done with the craft is to make it much more stylish, bring it out right up to the minute with the latest design. The console's modern, the seating is modern, the logos, the upholstery, everything about it talks about quality and modern idiom, really, I suppose. If you were down in Saint-Tropez, you'd look pretty good in this, but you could equally take it out across the Solent or even across the Channel to the Channel Islands on a rough day and know that you're going to get there and back in one piece. The upholstery is extremely well executed. I think the quality of and attention to detail that's gone to this boat is very good. The teak decks obviously enhance its appearance, and everything that's on this craft is standard equipment. There's no additional extras. It comes with GPS, it comes with compass, it comes with VHF radio, it comes with a stereo system, it comes with a double A-frame with navigation lights and all the usual bits and pieces you'd expect. Now, whilst this is stylish, there are certain aspects of it which I'm not so keen on. I mean, the console is low to make it look streamlined, but obviously there's only a certain amount of practicality in the sense that the windscreen is there merely for show rather than for practicality. It doesn't stop anything from hitting you, obviously, in the way of rain or anything should it be raining. It does actually throw the wind over your head quite well, though. I noticed that at speed. The 2 seats hug you. The driver's and the navigator's seat do hold you in place, wrap round sides seat of that. And there's a very large locker set into the back of the seat, which is very practical for storing stuff. Forward, there are 2 lockers under the deck. These are very large too, and I thought the driving position was very good, except you can't really stand very easily because the seat back catches you in the back of the knees, so you really are having to sort of sit at this helm position. Also in the rear seats there's no handholds, you're just sitting down there. There's nothing on which for you to grab hold of once you're down on the outside, although if you lean forward you can reach the grab handle on the back of the helm seat, but that is a bit of a stretch and it isn't a natural thing for you to do. If you're standing behind the helm seat, that's an excellent grab handle. However, the colour scheme is very modern. As I said, it's two-tone, it's light grey tops to the tubes with a dark blue flange halfway back, with the name Animal emblazoned on the side. The A-frame is solidly built into the rear moulding, again a very attractive moulding there, and that double A-frame is also a towing post if you want to use it for wakeboarding or water skiing. Overall, the BWM Animal 29 is a very fast, very seaworthy, very capable boat for those who really want to go places in all conditions, and I would certainly recommend it to anybody with that in mind. As far as the handling on this boat is concerned, as I previously mentioned, it's well known to me, this hull. It's been around for many years and it is seriously capable. But what I did notice, whether it's the setup, where it's because it's got so much weight aft, I'm not sure, or the angle of the transom, I'm not sure, but the Honda 150s do appear to be very heavy. I know that when we used to race this craft, it had 2-stroke outboards on the back, and this is 4-stroke Hondas, which are very heavy. If you had twin 4-stroke any make of motor, I guess it would be the same weight. And what this tends to do in a head sea is make it quite light on the bow. Again, when racing, and I have to keep emphasising this because that's how I use the boat, it benefited from having water ballast in the bow. And I guess this is something that could be added. Alternatively, one could put on trim tabs to keep the nose depressed, and I think it would be essential really on this boat to have trim tabs or water ballast, or even both. The cost of water ballast, the cost of trim tabs is negligible compared with the overall price of the craft, and it certainly would enhance it. But for low speed cornering, or even high speed cornering or calm water performance, cannot be faulted. It is merely that if you're heading into a big sea, it would certainly benefit from either having more weight in the bow or having trim tabs fitted to keep the nose depressed.